Michael Burry, the man who called the 2008 crash just short of Palantir, and by the looks of it, he may have been right. But here's what everyone is missing about Palantir. Their earnings just proved that they're not a meme stock. By far, this proves that they are possibly the next NVIDIA in the making and could possibly surpass them in the future. And this might be the biggest buying opportunity since 2020, since April of 2025, or since ever, right? Everyone missed the bandwagon on NVIDIA, and everyone has been regretting it. Also, we talked about Palantir when this company was $20 a share, saying that this had better fundamentals than NVIDIA. Now, I know everyone's going to go ballistic in the comments section, and they're going to say, well, yeah, anyone could say that in hindsight. I've been buying Palantir at 178, and I'm still happy with it. And we're going to be talking about the exact price that we're going to be looking for this sell-off that is occurring in Palantir with the crazy news of their earnings. And here's the insane part. Their earnings weren't even bad. It was absolutely fantastic earnings, especially with this right over here. We can see they beat on everything. Their revenue, $1.3 billion dollars, was expected to come in at $118 billion. They beat it by 200 million, right? So these are how NVIDIA started its 200 roll. And it's very funny how Palantir at 200 right now is experiencing the same thing that NVIDIA did at 200, where prior to NVIDIA splitting, I'm not saying 200 now NVIDIA, I'm saying prior to split, so that'd be $20 current price on NVIDIA. They were experiencing all the naysayers before they broke through that ceiling and just absolutely wrecked everyone, myself included. I was shorting NVIDIA at 200 back in the day, and I learned from my mistakes. And that is why I'm saying that people can learn from their mistakes. It's okay to be wrong. It's not okay to stay wrong. And Michael Burry has been bearish this entire rally. It's the most hated rally in existence. And Palantir is just a symbol of people ego-driven through buying 5 million in puts. Let's just burn money left and right, because here's the thing. He tends to buy in the money, deep in the money puts or calls. So he's buying puts that are deep in the money. So if Palantir rips up, he stands to lose a substantial amount of money. This man has been betting on 2008, repeating itself over and over and over. And again, I'm not going to go on the rant of why it's never going to happen. QE, it's basically never going to happen because the Fed has so many instruments to print money now. They will come to the rescue and rescue any single actor in trouble to save the whole reality of the stock market. So if you guys want to know more about that, we have plenty of videos on the channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed for more analysis like this. But Palantir revenue growth year over year, 70%. That is insane, right? These are NVIDIA numbers, level insane. 70%, 40%, 54%, 54%, 63%, 121% back in Q3 of 2025, right? So this year over year change is absolutely bonkers insane, right? They just did 121% year over year. Just explain to me how this is bearish. And the stock has fallen, and here's the number we're going to be looking at. And it's this specific zone right here where we were a couple days ago, where we found consolidation, where we broke to new all-time highs above this 188 number. That is where I'm going to be looking to buy. The reason is the institutions have been buying this stock on every single dip. So they're most likely going to wrap buying, as we're seeing here in the light green. And sorry, you guys actually can't see that. So we're actually going to be, oh, my bad. So you guys are actually going to see this area down here is what I was referring to. And again, we're looking at this previous consolidation area and this 188 number as the area to basically buy. Roughly from what the price of the company is right now is about 5% lower. So that's going to give you approximately 10% discount on the current price that we closed at, which we did have a gap fill, right? This was a gap fill. If we look at the daily, there was a lot of lack of structure being formed in this region right here. So it's very easy to send through right down to 200. It's a psychological number that we broke overnight and most likely are going to head down to this 190, 188 number, which coincides with this upper region of consolidation that we had previously as low as 187. That's where I'd be looking to buy Palantir. That is an area where consensus was established with a lot of buyers. This company just did 121% of revenue year over year. And everyone's looking at this being like, no, this is a horrible buy, right? We're not going to buy this company because, well, it's going to go to zero. Michael Burry shorting and all this. I don't give a rat's butt about what Michael Burry thinks about the market. You know what Michael Burry thought about the market? I'm sorry for going on this rant, because if you followed Mike Burry, right, like, just to put in perspective, he was shorting it here. Look where we are now, right? Like, at the bottom of the tariff debacle, you would have been broke even. Let that sink in just for a second. So before you start jumping to conclusions of what this is going to happen, well, the market's just absolutely going bonkers insane. And Palantir is no small feat. They're partnering with so many people. And this is why I'd be looking to buy around this 188 number, 187. I'll be buying more shares of Palantir around there. Their earnings have absolutely been spectacular, with them beating everything, right? Just going through this consensus right here. U.S. revenue grew 77% year over year and 20% quarter over quarter to 883 million. Closed deals of at least 1 million, 91 deals of at least 5 million, and 53 deals of $10 million. A closing record setting of 2.76 billion of total contract value. This company is just printing money, and you're mad at it. Customer count grew 45% year over year, and there was a beautiful graph, actually, of just their revenue, right? Lovely exponential graph, as we love to see from all sectors, right? Government and commercial are both increasing for this company exponentially, which we saw with NVIDIA. When NVIDIA took off, their cash flow, their revenue did the same thing. And they've built a financial juggernaut. We see this with all the big tech companies. We see this with AVGO. We see it with all these companies that we just adore over and over and over again. And if you just look at some of the call outs we made previously, and like on Palantir, I was talking about Palantir when it was back here at 154. I was saying it's a buying opportunity. And even when it fell down to about 120, that was just an excellent buying opportunity. We talked about AVGO when AVGO was $165 a share. Now I think it's $396 a share. I talked about NVIDIA. This is my best call to date. I was screaming my head off. NVIDIA $85 when it fell back on April 8th. And now NVIDIA slowly approaching $5.2 trillion at $206 per share. So again, we've had multiple call outs on this channel about companies that are just an absolute monster to buy. Palantir is absolutely one of them. This company, and anything sub a $200 share price, is an amazing buy right now. And with the amount of money the Federal Reserve is going to print in the near future, because someone is screaming bloody murder in the banking sector, and we'll have a video coming out very shortly about this right here. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, and also check out the weekend deep dive video linked on the bottom left and the Discord on the top right. Make sure you guys are subscribed, like I said, for that video to come out. Throw a like on the video, helps the channel out as well. And throw a like if you think Michael Burry is wrong. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Throw down in the comment section below what you think Palantir is going to be in the next two years. And I hope to see you in the next one.